No team news.
Brilliant, thank you. And tell us how the last few days have been. You're coming off back of a win in the WSL, so what's kind of the mood within the team this morning?
Yeah, everyone, of course, happy with the win. We said 3 points was the most important thing on that day, and we did that together. So very happy with that, and I think we've had a productive review day with the players, with some really good constructive outcomes, and we've been working hard in the build up to the Benfica game.
Naomi, how much of a boost is that heading into Benfica coming off the back of a win in the WSL?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I think we know with the Champions League, anything can happen and it's a bit chaotic. So I think we're prepared for that. We're ready. And then, like you said, getting off a win, it always is a confidence boost. But then for us, we know going to Lisbon, it's going to be difficult, but I think we're excited and ready for the challenge.
You haven't played Benfica before. Can you just chat to us a little bit about what you're expecting to see from them?
Yeah, I've played against them a couple of years ago. They're a very aggressive and intense team to play against. They have a psychological presence, if I can say it so they will be intense from that perspective as well. I think they believe in what they're doing. We're going to play at the big stadium. They're going to have a crowd. We also have fans coming, which is great. So we expect a lot of intensity in the game, which we want to match and always want to bring as well. And we want to deal with it in a good way and create control in the game for ourselves.
And going back to Lisbon as well, can I just ask you about, I guess, is there a level of excitement amongst the girls for going back and playing again in Lisbon?
I mean, we know it's going to be warmer there than it is here. So that's always a little bit exciting. But no, I think, again, for us, we understand it's a new year. We're playing different opponent and just a different stage in general. So I think with that, yes, it was an amazing moment and memory, and going back to it, there will be some nostalgia, but I think at the end of the day, we have a game, we have a job to do, and I think we're all focused on that.
And Renee, you've spoken so far this season about perhaps results not coming as easy as you would have liked. Was there a different feel to things when you kind of switch into Champions League mode, given how much success you've enjoyed in the competition?
We're of course very aware that if you represent Arsenal, you have to compete in all competitions, and that's what we want to do. It's very special. I think I said it the other night before Lyon. It's very special for players to compete in the Champions League. I think when you're young, growing up. When I grew up, it wasn't an option, and it wasn't there, and it was only a dream, and now it's there, and that's fantastic, and you get to compete against the best teams in Europe, and yeah, so we're very excited about tomorrow night under the lights, so we look forward to the game.
And just finally, please, can I ask you about Katie Reid getting her first senior England call-up and your reaction to that?
Yeah, I'm so happy for Katie. She's a young player, but she's also very mature in a way, and she has a growth mindset. She wants to learn every day. Very humble, very hardworking, and she has a lot of qualities that we see that are very valuable to us, Arsenal, and I think England has seen it, and yeah, she should be very proud, and we are very proud as a club because she's gone all the way through the academy, that she now got her first senior call-up.
I know Serena's described her as a huge talent, but finally, can you just please tell us what she's like to play alongside?
Yeah, I mean, it's a joy to play next to her. So easy, just in the sense that she does her role so well. It makes my job easier, and exactly like Renee said, I think she just has so many capabilities and strengths, and defensively and in the attack, in terms of her composure and ball control. And so, yeah, I think in some ways we're not surprised that she got the call-up. She's been playing so well, stepped up into the role really well, and it's just really exciting for her. Yeah.
Robert. Emily, first of all, could you just share your Champions League memories going back to Lisbon last season, for the final now, returning to Benfica tomorrow?
What specifically? What memories? There's a lot. So, which do you mean exactly? Just after the win, or?
Yeah, just the whole occasion going back tomorrow, really.
Yeah. I mean, last year, after we won, I remember like my family was there, so it was really cool to have all the family, and thanking the fans, all the fans that came to help celebrate with us. So, yeah, again, I think there is going to be a little bit of nostalgia in terms of being back in Lisbon. But again, we have a game to play, opponent, and last game in terms of going to the international break. So I think all of us are, just kind of ready and prepared and want to get the game going and play.
How do you sum up the season so far defensively going into this game with Benfica tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, when you look at Champions League and us playing against Lyon, it was a really tough game. They're a very strong team. I think, again, we know with Champions League it can be so unpredictable and a bit chaotic. But I think learnings from Lyon, we know that we need to start strong, start quick, and be able to, withstand their attack. And so with that, I think we take the learnings from Lyon. And then again, like Renee said, with the physicality of Benfica, match it and go further and see how it goes.
Renee, what's your assessment of Benfica going into this game in terms of their coach and players?
They have good players on the pitch. I think they look disciplined and very together in everything they do. They have a sense or a factor of unpredictability in the way they play or the way they can set up. Sometimes spaces get really tight and it gets really intense. So that's going to be our challenge to keep spaces big and be really good in the spaces when they get tight. They will be aggressive on us, they will put pressure on us, and we'll have to be composed and well positioned and have good technical detail to play away that pressure. So we expect a hard game, a very different game from the game against Lyon, but we look forward to the challenge.
Thanks. We'll come to the call now. Tim, in the mystery location.
I'm in baggage playing at Lisbon Airport, so I hope you can hear me okay. I'll keep it to one question. Renee, you said after the game on Sunday that you'd spoken to the players about, to paraphrase, kind of not passing backwards so much and maybe not putting the team under pressure in those situations that have been tricky recently. And I'm fascinated to know whether you consider that a kind of interim measure, just because Sunday was all about the result and you wanted to limit the opportunity to make mistakes, or whether you consider that more of a medium-term way to go forward with the team.
Yeah, no, medium term, definitely long term. I think it was a key thing for us in that game against Brighton, against that type of opposition, but also the learnings from our games before. And I think we're so good. We're such a good team on the ball. We want to be brave on the ball. We want to have forward intent. We want to give options going forward. And you see that football is changing. It's developing so quick, and there's more and more teams. I would say, in principle, all WSL teams who have the capacity physically and tactically to put pressure on. And we just want to find ways to beat that press, but also not invite the press. And that's what we've been working on. And it's the same in Europe. There's some really aggressive, high-pressing, physical teams. So that's something we've been working on. Saying that, we know that we have good goalkeepers that are very capable on the ball. So at the right times, we do want to use our goalkeeper as well. But no, we believe in ourselves and our own abilities on the ball.
And could I just follow up on that, on maybe whether you have that sense that maybe Arsenal have been playing too close to their own goal at times this season, and maybe trying to shift that emphasis and get the ball and get the play closer to the opposition's goal?
Yeah, that's where we want to spend our time, ideally. But I think most coaches would say that, most teams would say that. You want to spend time in the attacking half. And you have to find ways to get there. And like I said, football is changing. It's changing quickly. I think football goes in trends. You see across all levels of football, and man and women's football, there's a lot of high-pressing teams, especially from that situations. Those are the triggers. So yeah, we want to find the tools and the ways to get forward, of course, like any other team, and then be able to spend time in the attacking half.
Thanks, Renee. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Tim. Dan?
Hi, Paul. Hope you're well. Just a quick one for Renee, please. Obviously, being the champions, it feels like there's maybe a little bit of a bigger target on your backs when you play. You know that from outside, like Benfica. So, how do you kind of manage that? And is there anything different that you say to the players? You know, now that you are effectively the reigning champions, the defending champions.
Yeah, I think we wear that with pride. We're very proud of that. What we achieved last year, it was a long journey, and we did so many great things in our Champions League journey last year, and we're very, very proud. And but like I just said, linked to what I just said, it's football is growing and developing quickly. There's so much competition. Teams are getting better and better, and we want to get better as well. So it definitely gives us belief and confidence in what we're capable of. But also a big learning from us achieving that is that you need to be very, very humble for the change that happens and for the opponents that you're gonna face, and you'll have to work really hard, and that's what we know we'll have to do tomorrow as well.
Thanks, Renee. That's great. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Amy?
Hi guys, just a quick one, Renee. I just wanted to see if you had a bit of an update on Leah's progress since her injury in the summer, and you know, kind of any sort of update on how she's getting on and when we might see her again this season.
Yeah, she's progressing well. She did her first session on pitch yesterday, which was good. Exact timeline we'll have to see day by day, week by week. But we hope to see her back before Christmas. That would be great. But like I said, then everything has to go to plan.
Emily, you've obviously played behind quite a few different wingers this season and the last season. I just wondered, with Olivia coming in and Chloe kind of signing permanently, how have you found, sort of forming those combinations with the different players in front of you, and obviously balancing that you come inside quite a lot as well. Like, do you find that you're kind of finding those partnerships as you go along with each game?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think with anything, you know, the more time you have, the better the connection and chemistry gets. I think we have so many talented wingers, so it's really just a privilege to be able to decide which one you get to play with and have that opportunity with. And I think with that this year, it makes it so hard for opponents, just in the sense of like, what are they going to have to deal with? And so for me, it's more so, depending on who I'm playing with, Liv, Chloe, like you said, how can I kind of make it easier for them and show their strengths? But yeah, just chemistry and time and playing games with each other.
Do you have that kind of bank in your brain of like, okay, I'm playing behind Liz today, she likes to do this, that, and the other, okay, I'm playing behind Chloe today, I know that, you know, she's going to like this different things. Do you have to kind of think that in your head when you get out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very instinctual, and then at the same time, depending on the opponent and the game plan, you know, we both have to also cater to that and what spaces are open and what they're giving us. So yeah, I think it's more so like instinctual, and you just have a lot of like non-verbal communication and connections, and it flows.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. Jim?
Hi. It's just a quick one, Renee. I know with the schedule and training is different for the European teams, but can you just give us a bit of an insight of how you keep the mindset the same, whether it's WSL game or whether it's going into a high-profile European game?
So what we do is, regardless of the competition or regardless of the game, we will prepare in the same way. So nothing changes. That's for us key, to keep everything consistent, and whatever competition we're gonna play in, we're gonna plan and prepare for it accordingly, and nothing changes from that perspective. But of course, you know that the players are both about all competitions, or you'll have to ask Foxy, but I think you're all very proud to be active in all competitions, and the WSL is a great league, and like I just mentioned, Champions League is something special, and so we try to prepare everything with consistency, because we know that like a game like tomorrow night in the Champions League under the lights against Benfica, traveling to Lisbon, that's special in itself. So no, but the players are they are, I think, I don't know if you say grateful, but they love playing in every game, and they know that they're active in the biggest competitions in the world. So they bring full preparation and presence to every single game.
That's great. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll leave it there.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Temple Box, isn't it? Thanks, guys. See you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Oh.